Welcome to the last guest episode of season 4.
Can't believe it. I get quite sad.
I
It's like the end
know.
of the season, but also what a season it's been. If you've missed any of
know.
it, you need to go back and listen because it's been fab.
Yeah, but we will have a bonus episode next week for you. And then we're just going to have a break because it's, wedding season. You got wedding season. I'm going back to work in August.
You are, yeah.
And I'm going to be renovating a house.
Oh my gosh. Busy summer.
Busy summer.
And
But-
mine's just crazy weddings. Literally busiest summer I've had in 6 years. So yeah, very
But
exciting.
we will be back at the end of the summer, sort of autumn time, I reckon.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, so today's guest, we have got Cara from Rave the Date.
Yay!
Whoop, whoop.
Going out in style. I'm so excited.
Bringing the DJ vibes today.
Absolutely. So Rave the Date, first of all, we've just been crushing on the name. Who came up with that? Was it you? Who gets the credit for it? It's a great name.
It was me. I can't really remember where it came to me. I think it was just one of those things while I was falling asleep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, always.
And it almost, I feel like the name came before the business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to do something with this.
Yeah.
I need to do something where I'm going to rave. Rave the Date is
Yeah.
born. So have you always been a DJ then? How long have you been a DJ for?
Only about 3 years, I think, this year.
Amazing.
Yeah, so I've not had any background as a musician before. DJing was just something that, it was actually my partner that suggested it.
Oh, wow.
So we've been friends for quite a while before we got together, and
Yeah.
our whole thing is music. I mean, a lot of my friendships are based on music
Yeah.
that we share, and my partner's also really into the same music as me. And he just said to me one day, I think you could have a knack for putting playlists together.
Oh my
You should,
God.
you just need to learn how to mix, how to use the controls, and then you'd be really good at this. And I kind of ignored him for a little while.
I love this. Yeah, it's like, whatever, what do you know?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But he kept encouraging me, and eventually he got me a lesson to actually learn how to. Went to a DJ school.
Oh, I love
Big
this.
thing.
There's
Yeah.
actual DJ school.
Yeah,
So cool.
yeah. I mean, they mostly do school kids.
Yeah.
lessons,
Yeah,
teaching.
yeah, yeah.
That's so funny.
But yeah, I had a lesson, and then a couple of my friends were actually both getting married that year. This was 2023.
Oh, my gosh.
And they both came to me separately and said, "Hey, do you want to DJ our wedding, maybe?"
I love this.
So yeah, I went for it, and I mean, my partner Meg was with me as well. We did it together,
Yeah.
and I'm so glad because I was absolutely terrified.
I
mean,
bet.
it's a lot of pressure,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
especially like my first proper time DJing in public
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well. So yeah, I did both of those, and they were both really different playlists.
Yes,
They're both into some really alternative music. And it just got me thinking afterwards, wouldn't it be nice if I could do something similar for other people?
Yeah.
There's got to be a need for that. I mean, there is a growing number now of DJs that are starting to say, well, we can play weddings, but we're not just going to do the cliched
Love this.
wedding music.
Love this. That's
Yeah.
what we all need.
It's what we
So-
need.
That's what I started to do.
Amazing. Oh my gosh.
Get on
And that's the thing, when you look at the decks, it is like, wow, there's a lot of buttons and what do I press? And oh my God, this is really scary. So that's
Yeah.
the thing. And I guess as well, I think there is an added level of pressure. Like Katie and I have spoken about it before, where when you're doing weddings for friends, it's actually more nerve-wracking than when you're
worse.
doing it for strangers.
Yeah.
Because I think you meet your couples, but you meet them on a professional level right from the beginning. So it's like, yeah, I'm going to do this service for you and I'm going to do it really well. Whereas when it's your friend, you're like, you've never really seen me with my professional hat on before. It's quite nerve-wracking.
Yeah, especially if you're a guest at the wedding as
Yeah,
well.
exactly.
Having to, keep a sensible head on all day.
I was
and-
just going to say that because, for you come into your own and, you're doing your part for them at the end of the day. Whereas at least if me and Katie are doing a friend's wedding, we get it
Yeah.
out of the way and then we can go and get
Go let
pissed
our
and
head
it's fine.
down. Yeah.
We can go and join in once the ceremony's done or once the hair's done.
Yeah.
But actually for you, it's like you're waiting until the end of the day. And especially when it was your first one. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, I mean, it felt like a really supportive environment.
Yeah, that's good.
But at the same time, when you're a guest at a wedding, most of the time you don't know everybody there.
Yeah.
So there was still lots of strangers to keep
That's
happy.
good. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, you got lots of people. So how did they go? Did you just get the buzz after that?
Absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did think to myself, I'm either going to love this or hate this.
Yeah.
And at least it'll it'll cement for me whether this is a good idea.
Yeah, this is awesome. So you were saying about the playlist then. So how does that work then? Do you work with your couples and find out, you know, what music they want to play, or just talk to us a little bit about how you kind of come up with that?
I think I've done the same thing for my couples as I did with my friends' weddings.
Yeah.
Just sat down with them and said, well, look, what are you actually into? What does the ideal night look for you? What do you want to make sure you include?
Yeah.
Are there any, you know, special tracks or kind of themes that you want to make sure that you include?
Yeah.
And that went so well for my first couple of weddings that I've just kept that going.
Nice.
And so I don't ask my couples to send me anything in advance. I don't get them to fill in forms.
Yeah.
It's purely a conversation that we have as soon as possible. You know, I'll get them on a video call.
Nice. Yeah, like that.
And we just talk. We just go, because what always happens is I'll get to the point where I say, okay, what music do you like? And everything just goes,
Yeah.
just disappears.
Yeah. They're like, I don't know.
Yeah. And it happens to me as well. I start talking to them about music and I'm like, I can't remember any names.
Yeah. Your mind goes blank.
Yeah, it's hard to remember. So we just start really broad, talk about general genres of music that they like.
Yeah.
What kind of festivals or gigs they've been to before.
Nice.
And what their shared tastes are.
Yeah.
And then start to narrow it down from there. So, you know, what bands are you into? What music do your guests really like? What do you think they'll want?
Yeah.
And then I just build a picture from there.
I was going to say, because that must be quite hard to actually get the balance between what the couple love, especially if they're really alternative, and what maybe their guests and are going to enjoy.
Yeah.
You know, their grandma might not be into
exactly.
like, you know, really heavy
metal
stuff.
or whatever.
So trying to get that balance. How do you do that on the day then? Do you kind of delegate like a certain amount of time and be like, these are the songs for the couple that we're definitely going to play, and then we'll switch things up and then go a little bit more chill? Or how does it sort of work? Or are you kind of like having the alternative all the way through the day?
Every wedding has been so different, and I try really hard from the start of the night to just test the water and see who's up for it, and what they're into as well.
I like that,
because even if I ask my couples, and I always do, how many people are you having? What's the age range? What do they tend to like? You can't make assumptions based on anyone's age.
No, exactly.
Their background.
Yeah.
It really depends on the individuals.
Yeah.
So as soon as I start playing after the first dance, because the first dance gives you such a false sense of security.
Oh, of course, I bet.
Everyone gets on the dance floor.
Yeah.
It's packed, the vibe's amazing, but then no matter what you play, it starts to trail off because people aren't always ready.
Yeah.
It's still too early in the night to really gauge who's going to be up later on. So I do a bit of a, DJs call it a scattergun approach. Just throwing lots of different genres in at once.
I love this.
Try and kind of see who comes up.
Oh, this is good.
Is cool.
Yeah. So, you know, starting with a bit of 80s, a bit of maybe some soul, maybe some disco, and keep it quite typical.
Yes.
And then later on I can start to throw in some of the weirder stuff.
Oh, I love this. And you can like work out.
Yeah.
But do you get like when you're there behind the decks, do you like get where you're looking at people and you're like, oh, they're the people I want to please because they're the party starters? Like, can you tell? There's always someone, isn't there, when you go to a wedding who are like, they're the ones who are leading the dance floor. Can you like spot those people and then think, right, what's going to get them going and they're going to get everyone else going?
Yeah, I mean, the wedding party's usually
absolutely
the best people to get on side.
Yeah.
But I'm always surprised. There's some real party animals in there.
I love that.
It's usually like the older relatives.
Yeah, nice.
Aunties and uncles.
Nice.
They can be my biggest fans or my biggest critics.
Oh my God, I love this. It's so good.
Depends on who they are. But
Yeah.
I mean, for example, I played one at the weekend where for the first couple of hours it was just kids on the dance floor.
Yeah.
And that's quite unusual for me because a lot of the time, I mean, kids don't always feature in weddings.
Yeah.
But I also haven't got the first clue what kids are into.
Yeah,
these days,
exactly.
so-
Yeah, it's like, what do they like? What do they
So I
like?
did a lot of
K-pop.
requests.
K-pop,
It was
yeah.
K-pop.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to say at one point to one of the girls that kept coming up, we can't play the entire
Oh my
K-pop
God.
album.
Is that what she
Hunters
wanted?
album.
Bless her.
But yeah, I guess it just depends on how many people are there.
Yeah.
But I hate to say it, but the ladies are the best dancers.
Yes,
We're the
come
ones
on.
that-
Sorry,
yeah.
producer Rich.
Sorry,
He's like,
Rich.
whatever. I'm not having that. I'm not having that.
No
oh, no, he
worming.
agrees. He
Poor
agrees.
worms.
Yes,
Yeah.
go on.
It often falls to the female guests.
Yeah.
We end up getting up on the dance floor.
Love that.
Yeah.
If you get them going, then you know that they're going to be the ones that are
Yeah.
starting the party. That's
Definitely.
awesome. That's awesome. And then obviously talking about the females, you being a female DJ yourself, which is really nice because I imagine there are a lot more female DJs now in the wedding industry, but actually probably still more considered as like a male, like there's quite a lot more males that you see as DJs. So that's really nice as well. I bet your couples like that, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the time when I turn up to weddings, the suppliers quite often comment on the fact that they don't see female DJs at weddings.
Yeah.
The industry as a whole is very male dominated.
Yeah.
Still is to this day.
Yeah.
You still see most of the time lineups for gigs and club nights is
Male
males.
DJs, yeah.
And when it comes to weddings, because we have to be mobile, there's a lot of equipment to look around.
Of course, yeah, of course.
There's a lot of the technical side to it can be quite a lot to learn as well.
Yeah.
So I think that is another barrier that makes it quite difficult for women to maybe see themselves in that type of role.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can talk for ages about the equipment, but it's not built for somebody my size and stature.
Yeah.
So that makes it quite difficult.
Yeah.
Even the box that I keep my decks in, I have to lean like really far over one side because it's too big for me to pick up with one hand.
So it's like a full workout in itself then, just setting up. Oh my gosh.
Does some venues provide it? Decks and bits? Or do you have to pretty much bring it all?
It's mostly me bringing my own stuff. I mean, and this is a thing for couples to think about as well, is the majority of venues won't have a sound system that a DJ can use. There are some, and they tend to invest a lot in their sound equipment and look after it really well. But a lot of the time you're looking at, barns or hotels that just don't have that set up to be able to provide an in-house entertainment system.
Yeah.
And if they say they do, this has happened a few times, they'll say they've got some speakers, but it's usually just for speeches or background music. It's not the volume they'll need.
Yeah, not for an evening like party,
Yeah, and that's a cost that maybe couples don't necessarily know about, especially if, and I would always advise against this, but if you're trying to save money and want to maybe curate your own playlist for the night, you're going to need speakers. You're going to need, and that could end up costing just as much as having a DJ.
Exactly. I think that's the thing, but it's also going back to what you were saying, you read the room, you know what's going on. Like, playlists are great for pre-ceremony, playlists are great for drinks reception, if you want to. Drinks reception, I always prefer live music, but if it's not in the budget, I get it. Like, a playlist good for that.
It's not the
While
worst
you're
case,
eating
is
dinner
it?
as well, that's fine. But I think don't try and save your money on a playlist in the evening, because I think it's just going to be so different.
Especially if you want vibes.
Yeah.
Like, you need to have someone that's going to, like you say, read the room and
100%.
know what's happening where and what song
100%.
to drop when.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is the 21st of December is it the 21st? 1st of September.
What's this?
The 21st of September song.
Oh, yeah.
The one
Earth,
that,
Wind and Fire.
Yeah, most people hate. Is that on your playlist? The controversial subject
Well,
of the 21st of September.
Was it 2 years ago where the 21st of September was a Saturday? I had a wedding. They had that to walk down the aisle to.
Did they?
People I know, loads of other friends of mine that were at weddings and they had it. Oh, I loved it. I think if you're getting married that day, like, then go for it.
Isn't it like DJs love it or hate it?
Yeah, it's probably one of the overplayed, I imagine.
Yeah, I've heard a few people say they can't
Yeah.
listen to that song.
Yeah.
And I mean, even if you're not providing music, if you're a supplier that's
Yeah.
there at that part of the
Yeah.
night, I mean, I'm sure photographers and people that work at venues are just sitting there thinking, oh God,
Here we go again.
Yeah.
this
There's always
again.
a song every year, isn't there? There's always one.
And a lot of first dances as well. More as a guest over the years, I've seen the same first dances.
Yeah.
Have to say, so far in the time I've been doing this, I haven't had a repeat first dance song.
That's
Oh,
great.
really? Oh, that's really
Been really
good. That's
nice.
really nice.
But yeah, if we're on the subject of songs I won't play, I do have some.
Oh, I love this.
Go
Oh,
on,
give us
yeah.
some. Give us some of the ones
Tea.
on the list.
And I don't want anyone to think that I'm hating on them.
No, you're not. This is just for you. We're all different.
Yeah. So I'll obviously never play anything that the couple asks me not to.
Yeah.
So I'll always ask them for a list of don't plays.
Oh, that's
we'll
good.
talk about what they dislike.
Yeah, imagine if it was like a second wedding and that was their first
Yeah.
dance from their first wedding, or a song with their ex or something like that.
Yeah, there are some triggering songs,
Yeah.
definitely. And it's hard as well because I think we spend so long telling like Spotify what we like. And it learns those things, but we don't necessarily keep lists of what we don't like.
True, that's so true.
So that's really important. The other thing is I make sure I don't platform any artists that have maybe behaved badly, should we say?
Got it. Chris Brown, you're out.
Yeah.
No Chris Brown.
Yeah.
No, I mean, there's a lot of alternative artists that aren't.
Yeah.
Yes.
So like Lost
Lost
Prophets.
Prophets,
Yeah,
play.
absolutely. No,
Marilyn
great.
Manson never play.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, because I have to pay for the music that I play,
Of course, yeah.
and I don't want to platform anybody.
No.
That's fair.
Good for you. I love
Yeah,
that.
I love that.
I like that.
And my couples are really understanding of that as well.
I bet
think
they
that's-
respect that.
That's
Yeah.
something that they appreciate when
Yeah.
we talk about it. But there is one song, and I have it on my contract that I won't play.
In the contract, I love this. This is so great, Cara.
Mr. Brightside.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Tell us why.
I know. I wish I had a good reason. But I
This
just
is
don't
so
like it.
great.
Just hate the
I
song.
Because that is a biggie at weddings too.
It
Yeah.
is. It
That
is.
that's like one of those, like, what's the other one? You look good on the dance floor.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
always things like
Sex
that.
on Fire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They're all kind of the same era, aren't they? That we're all like the millennial dance floor fillers.
Yeah.
I love that that's in your contract. That's so great.
That's so funny.
Yeah, and it does divide opinion
Brilliant.
a lot.
Yeah.
If I ever see people comment on it online, it's usually
So they're like,
banger.
yeah.
You have
Yeah.
to play it. I just can't.
I just can't.
Can't
No.
morally do it to myself.
I literally love this. This is so great. And again, I bet you get some couples who will bond over that and they'll actually choose you because of that, because they might also not like it.
Yeah, sometimes they even put it in their inquiry form
That's
to me.
so
You just
good.
don't want that. But
Yeah.
I guess the thing is, I've always badged myself as being alternative.
Yeah.
And that means different things to different people.
Yeah.
Sometimes it means I'm playing metal.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like really heavy dance music. But most of the time it's because you've been to lots of weddings. You've heard the same songs
Yeah.
over and over. You want
Yeah.
something that's personalized, that really reflects your taste.
I love that.
And, what you've bonded over. So, yeah, if you've been to 10 weddings, you've probably heard Mr. Brightside every time.
That's so true. And that's quite a fight. Like, that's a good balance to be able to get where, you want it to be personalised to the couple, but also you want the couple to trust you as the expert to read the room and things like that. So how do you kind of find that balance? Because I guess you don't want the couples to dictate too much. You want it to be like, trust me, I know what I'm doing. But then also you want to make sure it feels right for them. So, because you do get a lot of DJs that are like, I don't do requests. I'll play your first dance and that's it.
Yeah.
So I like that you're more than that, but also your couples then leave, they know they're in safe hands with you, right?
hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it really varies wildly whether couples say to me, we've got a few requests, but we trust you to just
Yeah.
do your thing, and we're generally just happy as long as people are enjoying themselves.
Yeah.
Great. Sometimes I get playlists sent to me that are like 10 plus hours long.
Wow. Oh my
That's
gosh.
Crazy.
I guess because people that book me, they are just as obsessed with music as I am.
Yeah.
And I get it, I would be just the same.
Yeah, of course.
So, and I just spend some time going through what they've asked me for. Obviously, try and play as much as I can of what they've asked me for. But you tend to find that once the day comes, everyone's having a good time, everyone's enjoying themselves.
Yeah.
They're not so worried about those details.
Yeah.
And that just means that I've got a bit more free reign in the moment to play what I think works. And sometimes requests come in constantly as well. So I'm having to make sure that I'm keeping everybody happy. Not just the couple.
Does that still happen? You still get people coming up and requesting songs?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
It varies. Again, every wedding's different. Sometimes I'll get one or two, and that's fine. Sometimes people are up constantly.
Is it the same people that keep coming up?
Yeah,
Yeah, I bet.
yeah,
I bet it is. That's so
It's like
funny.
being in the club, isn't it? The millennials and the DJs like, oh,
Yeah,
that girl's requesting that song again this
leave
week.
me alone.
Yeah. And sometimes I feel like I shoot myself in the foot, because if you play someone's request too soon, then they obviously know you're just going to keep doing
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many can I get in an hour?
Yeah, that's so true. Yeah, you should say this is request hour. After this, no more. Like that's it. That's it.
Or they cotton on to I shouldn't be telling you this, but they cotton on to the fact that they can come up and go, oh yeah, the bride or the groom they want this song.
They want
their
this.
favourite.
Yeah, they want this.
Hopefully no one hears this and thinks, right, I'm going to do that.
That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
How many times do you get told that's the bride and groom's favourite? Like, honestly.
And you're like, I know what their favourite is because they've told me in their form.
And I know you're lying because you want it. Oh my gosh, that is so good. And then what about when you say like your kind of alternative, what would like describe those kind of favourite genres that you like to play? Like what kind of genres do you think your couples really love? I know obviously you're going to get people that are different, but what would you say like most of them go for?
So I get a lot of requests for pop punk and emo.
Yeah.
A lot of people come to me for those.
Love
and
this.
the thing is, I'm on alternative wedding directories.
Yeah.
I'm part of that scene. And
Yeah.
it's what I grew up on as well.
Oh, I love that. Oh, that must be so fun for you.
So I love it. And I think that's really important, is if you have very specific taste in music, you need to find DJs that know that music.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we're out there, you can look for people who specifically know your favorite genres.
Yeah.
And I think it's so important, because you can give a DJ a list of, here are my 10 favorite bands, here are some of the songs we want to hear. But if you don't have someone that's then going to hear that and go, okay, so next I can play something that's really similar.
Yeah.
And just be able to curate something that works.
Yeah.
Rather than just, I've listened to this song a couple of times and I'm just going to put it in at this certain point.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I love how different every wedding seems to be,
like
playlist-wise, because a lot of the time people who've listened to alternative music, like metal, pop punk, emo, they're used to looking for something different.
Yeah.
And also just not having a lot of judgment when it comes to music. So being really open to different styles, loving dance music, like in K-pop, like in country, there's so much out there. And I think just being able to fit it all in, because you've got
I was going to say,
hours,
you haven't got a really long amount of time. And then speaking of timings, this is something that I want to cover, because I've got a couple at the moment who have kind of got this problem.
Oh,
so
evening entertainment, yeah.
So in terms of like timings, what do couples need to consider, like when they're thinking about their timings for their DJ on the day? So like setup time, if you can talk to us about that, actual set times? Is it one set? Do you do 2 sets? Like, how does all that work?
First dance, where does that come in?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I talk to my couples so much about this as well.
Yeah.
So I mean, first of all, my time for getting there is really important because I have a lot of stuff to log into the building. I need to do a sound check at some point as well, and it really depends on the venue as to how I plan that time.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you'll have a venue where there's a separate room for everything.
Yeah, and that's great.
And that's fine because I
Yeah.
can turn up whenever I need to.
Yeah.
I can make as much mess while I'm rolling cables
Yeah.
and even making noise as well. That's fine. Sometimes it's all in one room and I've got a very small amount of time to be able to set up. So it just depends. And I can be really flexible as well with that. I think the important thing for me is that I'm not walking through the middle of a wedding breakfast and lugging boxes in and out, and it kind of spoils the magic a bit.
Yeah, I've seen that a couple of times actually, weddings
Yeah.
that I've attended myself, and it's like,
So this is the issue that my couple are having at the moment. They've had to move their ceremony a bit later, which then means the rest of the day's had a bit of a knock on. So because of that, they haven't got as much time now between dinner and the evening do. So how much time, and they're all in one room. So they've basically got the wedding breakfast in the same room as where they're going to have the dance floor and the DJ. So how much time do couples need to be allowing for that turnaround, like to have everyone out of there and for you to set up?
I would say, I normally say an hour.
Yeah.
And I guess every DJ might be different. It depends how much stuff they're bringing.
Yeah.
But really, I think if needs be, having somebody that can set up beforehand and maybe do a bit of it before anyone comes into the room
That's
for
a
the
good
day.
idea. Yeah, that's a great idea.
That's something I'm always very open to doing. But
Yeah.
I guess depending on who they've booked that.
Yeah,
And if you have a band, that's going to take even longer.
of course. And how do you, so with timings then, couples need to allow at least an hour, would you say? Would you say that's quite like the bare minimum?
that'd be quite a good
would
idea
say
to put
so.
like a cocktail hour in there though.
Yeah,
couldn't
that's
you?
it. Yeah, so you could come out of
Come
the
out, go
breakfast
to
room.
like the cocktail bar area or something if you've got the flexibility with that.
Yeah.
And then let you guys set up and then go back in.
Yeah. And then how is it in terms of sets? Once you start, is that it? Do you do one set until the finish or does it vary? Yeah, it's always like that.
Yeah, I will just start and keep going for maybe 4 or 5 hours on average. I've been known to not take a loo break in that time.
Oh, wow. My gosh, how? How did you do that? Superwoman.
I'm really not sure.
She's a dehydrated gal.
Yeah, it's not how I am in real life.
you need your Hermantra Hydra
Yeah, that's it.
sachets.
Yeah, it is a bit of a like marathon session, I guess. But I would say anything more than 5 hours, people will start to flag.
Yeah.
It depends on what energy you want on the night. You know, if you want something that's going to be full energy all the way through, you really don't need more than that 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah.
You know, if you're going till most curfews are around midnight.
Yeah.
So starting 7:30, 8 o'clock, I'd say is ideal.
Yeah, perfect.
A lot of the time I find that the day has run slightly over.
Yeah,
well.
always,
So,
I bet.
you know, and I can be completely flexible on when things start.
Yeah.
It does get to that point in the day, you know, where speeches maybe drag on a bit. And
Yeah, that's what
Absolutely.
happened at ours. We ran over by half an hour.
Oh, yes.
I think I have started about an hour and a half late before, but only because there was a band on before me. So they tend to take a bit longer with sound check and setting up and everything. And,
Yeah.
and just generally enjoying the one more song and
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Take
let's
you a
go
bit
for
longer.
another one. And how do
Yeah.
you work alongside a band then?
Generally I'm quite compact. I'm quite easygoing, so I tend to let them take the lead.
Yeah.
And I can fit myself in around them
Nice.
usually.
So when they're having like a set break, that's when you then carry on.
Yeah, I guess some bands are quite adept at doing their own kind of interval
Yeah.
music.
Yeah.
And I guess it's something to consider if you are thinking about having a band and a DJ. The budget friendly option would be to have your band do that for you.
Yeah.
But it depends how into the music you are, because no shade on bands, but their priority is obviously the music that they're going to be playing live.
Yeah.
So they might not necessarily then have that flexibility to play something tailored to you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But yeah, generally I don't do anything until the band have finished. And
Okay.
then
And then you take over.
Start.
Yeah. Nice.
So it's like it's a nice kind of line in the sound.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
the
good.
band have finished, the DJ
No,
starts.
it's the DJ. Yeah.
And then DJ and like sax has been really popular.
Oh,
the
yeah, I
last,
love
like,
that.
year. Do you work with? Have you got sax players that you work with that you recommend, or do you just kind of? Have you done one before? How does it kind of work with that?
No, I've not done one before. I do have one coming up.
Oh,
nice.
exciting.
Yeah, which
Exciting.
I'm really excited about. But I mean, I would have to let you know nearer the time how that's gonna work.
Yeah, how it goes. Definitely. Is it someone that you know, the sax player, or not?
No, we haven't had a
Nice.
chat yet.
This is exciting.
I also have. I'm so excited about this. A couple of weddings this year with a drag queen for me as well.
Love this.
And I'm going to be doing some background music for them.
That's
Love
cool.
this.
So,
Oh my God, that's amazing. So they're going to do like an entertainment bit and then hand over to you, or how will that work?
Yeah, a bit of a roast, maybe some
I love
some lip syncing as well.
This is so great. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
I mean, I think I have the easy job because I'm basically just communicating with the performer and making sure that the cues are there, and you know, we've got ways of talking about what's going to play when. But yeah, I'm open to working with any musician, any performer. I think it'd
so
be
cool. What a
really
great like alternative thing to add to your life.
That's really cool, isn't
yeah, like the interlude or like cocktail hour bit, and just like have a roast.
it? Love
with the drag
that.
queen.
Love
this.
that. That's going to be so good. Amazing. So what do you think then? What are the key things that couples need to think about when they're looking for their DJ? Like, what do they need to be asking? What should they consider when choosing a DJ? Just give us a bit more, like some top tips for couples.
So they need to be thinking about equipment. So, you know, if there are any added costs or anything else that they need to put in place, and check with their venues as well. Timing's really important as well. It does factor in, I guess, when you're planning a set, especially if you're going through lots of different genres. You want to make sure that you've got enough time to fit all of them in. And just finding somebody that knows your music and matches your values, and you know, is going to be that open and flexible performer that can actually you know, work to what you want.
I like that.
And then one thing I wanted to touch on was sound limiters.
Oh,
we had a chat with Dirtbag Entertainment, didn't we, about them? I'm guessing it has the same effect for you as a DJ at a wedding venue. Have you come across any issues that you've had with venues with regarding to sound limiters at them?
No. I know
That's
it
good.
does. Yeah, it does wind up a lot of DJs and bands. I know it's a lot more controversial for bands, I think.
Yeah.
because when
This
you're
was a band that
working
we
with
spoke to about.
multiple instruments.
Yeah.
The sound is going to vary so much. I think as a DJ, and I'm probably going to come under fire for this from others, but it's my job to be able to regulate the volume.
Yeah, nice.
Because tracks do tend to go all over the place sometimes, but I need to be on top of that, because it's a weird experience when you're near speakers and, you know, each track is balanced differently.
Yeah, absolutely.
The majority of venues I've been to, the staff there are quite apologetic about the fact that there's a limiter, and obviously it's down to councils. It's not their choice. But usually 90 to 95 is fine. If it's less than that, I would be I'd be concerned, because
Yeah.
you're just not going to get that same kind of atmosphere. You'll be able to hear people talking over the top.
Absolutely.
But normally they measure volume at the back of the room. So as long as it's reasonable. So yeah, having a sound, having a meter that's at the back of the room around 90 or above is fine for a DJ.
Okay.
So actually, if you've got a venue who are quite strict on it, maybe having a DJ is a nice alternative if you can't have a band in there. Someone like you who can still tailor the playlist and still bring you the vibes with it, but just at a limit.
Yeah.
Because they can control it a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I guess having a band, there's so much energy. They're fantastic because they get people up. It's such a vibe, and it's harder to ignore a group of performers.
Yeah, of course.
But you're not going to hear the tracks the way that they were recorded. You're not going to hear the originals.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what you would prefer to have.
Absolutely. So that question then, say you're a couple at venue hunting stage, and you are a couple that loves music and music's really important to you, is it literally just as simple as, do you have a sound limiter? Is that all they need to be asking the venue?
Acoustics is an important one as well.
Yeah.
I know the thing is, there is so many factors that couples are having to think about when they're choosing venues.
Absolutely.
It's an absolute minefield.
To get like the perfect venue is just
it's hard to tick every box, isn't it?
Box. It's that compromising, isn't it? A lot of the time.
Yeah, I mean, if I could choose an ideal venue, it would be something on one level.
Yes,
No stairs.
We agree with that.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Kate with all their kit bags.
Yeah. But from a vibe perspective, I think something without too many hard surfaces.
Yeah.
Glass, wooden floors. Something that's got soft furnishings.
Yeah,
in there,
nice.
so you've got better acoustics.
Yeah.
There are some really cavernous places, and it does lead to a lot of echo.
Yeah.
Also, the way that the venue's set up as well.
Yeah.
So if you want people on the dance floor, you need to keep them there.
Yes, absolutely this.
Yeah. And you can't always control all those factors. The venue might have a bar in a different room.
Yeah.
I've seen it where food is served in a different room, and that's a nightmare because there will be a half an hour period where the room just empties.
Yeah, it's just empty. Everyone's out.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean, fine if people are sitting eating and they're near to the speakers, they can still take in the atmosphere. But if you have to go into a different room, that will affect the number of people.
We always say rain as well in the evening's great.
Yeah,
because no one's outside. They want to come in.
Yeah, all my summer couples worry about the rain, and we got married end of July, and it rained from 3:00 and didn't stop really. And I was like, guys, it was the best party we've ever had because nobody wanted to go outside. Like everyone was just on the dance floor. It was packed.
Yeah, weather is a big factor.
Absolutely.
If it's nice outside, it's so hard to get people in.
Yeah.
And food vans are brilliant, but again,
people go outside. That's so true. That's so true. And do you think the couple dictate the vibe? So if the couple are on the dance floor, so is everyone else?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That's the one thing I always say to my couples. You need to be on the dance floor if you want people there.
Yeah,
because guests just follow you around.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, whatever you're doing, they'll come and do.
So true.
Yeah,
and something else. I think it's great to say to your guests before the night starts, if you want to go, just leave.
Yes. Oh my God, Irish goodbyes. 100%.
Yeah, that's what it's called, isn't it? Irish.
Yeah, more of those. I've got one of those at the start of my ceremony in a few weeks where I'm telling everyone they're doing Irish goodbyes. Just get out of here. Like literally just go. They don't want to say bye to you.
Cool.
And I think that's so important. I think more people should do that because it is always awkward. You don't want to seem rude. You don't want to just go and be like, oh, like we've left, but
thanks,
actually
you've paid for me to have dinner. I've enjoyed myself, drank all your wine, and now I'm off. Bye.
But the couple don't mind because they're like, don't kill my vibe. Like I'm partying, don't interrupt my dance floor. And it's not just us. I think that's the thing we remember. Actually, we think that it's been, it's like just us that's got to go and say bye. When actually they've got 80, 90, 100 people at their wedding. Actually, no, they've got all of them that have got to come and say bye. Like they're not going to be able to party if that's happening.
Yeah, and I've watched it happen because I've always got my eye on what people are doing,
Yeah.
who's there, especially if there's a specific song that a couple's asked for. I want to make sure that they're there
For
or
that one,
whoever
absolutely.
it's for, they're there. And I played one where I was getting quite frustrated with the guests because I needed the bride and her dad to be
Yeah,
the dance
ready.
floor.
Yeah.
And every time I lined the track up, somebody else came
Oh,
over and
came to say bye.
we've had such a lovely time.
Go away. We don't care.
You can send a message to
Yeah.
them next week.
Yeah.
And that just helps them to reflect
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
think about the day. So just send a nice message.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
we're
that
all
is
for
the thing.
this.
More of that needs to happen,
Yeah,
doesn't it? More
100%.
Irish goodbyes. We're up for those.
We're just very
definitely.
British, aren't we? That's the problem.
Yeah, and I get that you want to, like you say, you want to say how grateful you are and what a
Yeah.
beautiful day it's been, but also, like, don't interrupt, just let them have fun.
Yeah,
Let them enjoy.
100%.
So what would you say then has been your absolute favourite wedding? Like, what was the best party that you've done and why? Like, what made it so good?
Oh my God.
And I
can't
bet this
choose
will be a
one.
mind blank moment.
It's like
can't
choosing
choose
your
one.
favourite child.
Yeah, I think so, because every couple I've worked with has just been, I've thought to myself after the first meeting, I could be friends with them.
Yeah.
We get each other because they've got such a similar taste in music to me, and I
Yeah.
think music is something that really bonds people.
So powerful.
Yeah.
I love meeting people that just get it,
Yeah.
have that same idea about how they want their party to go. And the favorite ones I've had have been where I've ended up like staying there
Yeah.
the night
Yeah.
after,
Yeah.
and because then it does kind of feel like I'm a guest and not
Yeah,
just a
nice.
supplier there.
Nice.
But I mean it's normally comes down to them having festival
Yeah.
venues,
Yeah,
like
nice.
somewhere where everyone's camping over.
Yeah.
I'll just insert myself into.
I love that.
wedding party.
Yeah, well, look, yeah, because you've got a camper van, haven't you?
Yeah.
So you can just be like, yeah, I'm going to stay over. Do you do many, like, over a weekend wedding where you might do the evening and then stay for like a pool party the next day? Have you done many of those? So I feel like we're starting to see more of that now in this country.
No,
But
but
you
if
need
anyone's
to.
planning one,
Yeah, okay, great.
Like a weekend wedding vibe.
It's like Kin House, they do loads where people
Yeah.
will be there. They'll come on the Friday, they'll have like a small dinner. Then on the Saturday, it'll be like full wedding. And then on Sunday, they have the pool party because they've got the pool there. And it's like absolute vibe. So yeah, that's what we need Cara
Yeah,
for.
we just
Cara.
put it out
Cara
there.
at
that-
Yeah, Cara at Kim, please. I know it's a bit of a way for you to travel from Leeds, but it's worth it. It's a beautiful venue.
Yeah, I'm open to anyone that's planning something and needs a DJ still.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pool party
me up.
professional. That's what we're going to
Yeah.
put all over our website now.
Yeah.
I love this.
Love this.
I feel like that's probably questions
Yeah, I think
from
we're all
us done,
good.
isn't it? So we've
Yeah.
now got a question from last week's guest
On Toss
with
the
our
Bouquet.
Toss the Bouquet.
Okay.
So this season's sponsor is Petal Wild, wildly romantic, effortlessly editorial, everlasting in silk.
Beautiful. Okay, Rich, go for it. The final toss of the season.
Hey.
Smashed it. That was a good one today. So that is a question from last week.
Okay, just put that nicely there.
Looks beautiful. It looks nice for your dress.
Just
Looks
accessorizing.
good.
If you could instantly master one skill with zero practice, what would you pick and why?
Oh, that's a great question.
Ooh. I think I'd have to say a musical instrument.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I played violin for a while at school, but I was not very good, and I didn't practice. You always think
That's
as an
always the
adult,
key.
I wish I'd stuck with it.
Yeah.
But I mean, there are DJs out there that will play an instrument and play music at the same time.
So cool.
That's so talented.
Yeah, and that's something I'd really love
That'd
to be
be
able to
really
do. I
good.
wouldn't wish it on anyone in my current skill level, but
What would you do, Laura?
Learn Spanish.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to be able to speak Spanish, but I haven't put the time and effort into it, like you say, the practice. So if I could just do it without any of that, I'd
I
love
wish
that.
I could sing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that'd be beautiful as well.
I definitely do.
Or play guitar. I think I'm with you with the instrument. I'd love to be able to play guitar because I love guitar.
do you imagine just cracking out
Oh,
solo?
Be
Yeah.
so good.
It's like Stu from Stay Tuned. He just brings his guitar. We interviewed him, didn't we? He just
Yeah.
brings his guitar over and just cracks out.
Yeah,
like,
and just start chatting
song.
and off he is.
Yeah.
There he is with his guitar.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love it. Well, Cara, thank you so much. Where can people find you if they want to find out more about Rave the Date?
So I'm on Instagram, rave.thedate. I'm going to say the cliche millennial thing. I have TikTok,
But I don't use it. That's what we all say.
but it's the same on TikTok, Rave
Nice.
the Date, and Rave the Date, DJ.com.
Amazing.
That's
Just
it.
look out for raving guys. That's what you need.
Lovely.
Okay,
Wedding Whisper.
so Wedding Whisper. Now, this is going to be a live one because it's all up here. I was told this the other day, and the person said to me, please feel free to do this as a Wedding Whisper on the podcast. So it's not a written down one. I'm not going to read it out, but I'm going to share it with you. So this is a fabulous friend of mine who was doing a venue show round. And she was going around this venue. There they were, walking around this couple. It was a man and a woman, bride and groom, and they were, having a look around everything. Anyway, they started going to view the venue, and she was asking them loads of questions, like, what are you thinking about your wedding? Then they kind of got onto more personal questions. She was like, oh, so where are you guys from then? And it turned out that the groom and her grew up in the same place. Then she was like looking at him thinking, hang on a minute, I recognise you.
Stop.
Anyway, it turned out a few minutes later that they both clicked at the same time and gave each other this weird look and realised that a few years prior they had been snogging in the club.
Stop.
And she was there doing this show round. Then apparently towards the end, the bride kind of started to clock that there was something going on, and they started chatting and were like, oh yeah, I'm from there too. Oh, you must know this person. You must know this person. Between the two of them, they knew that they'd had a full-on dance floor snog. Had to try and hide it from the bride. And then she says, needless to say, she hasn't heard from them to book the venue since. So we'll see what happens. She said she bets that she gave him a grilling in the car on the way home. Can you imagine?
Oh my God.
Imagine that feeling.
Like, yeah, I'm not going there purely because of that.
Yeah, you'd be like, I'm not having that venue. Imagine you've got to spend the next 2 years planning your wedding with somebody that your
awkward,
future husband's been snogging.
Especially if they're like venue coordinators, you're going to see them on the day.
Exactly.
Oh
And
my
she said
God.
that. She said, if they do book, I've got to make sure I'm not booked on that day, on that wedding. Literally hilarious. Honestly, that awkward situation, you'd just be like, oh, hi, yeah, nice to meet you.
Met you before.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've seen you before. Oh my God. So I loved that one. I was
That's
really
so
happy with that one.
good.
But yeah, please feel free to share your wedding whispers with us.
Yes, we do need some more. Actually, my batch is getting low. So if you can email us, DM us. Email is idoanupdos@gmail.com, or just DM us on TikTok or Instagram. That'd be great. And I'll print them off and read them out for season 5.
And if you are a couple listening, make sure when you do your next venue show round, check out the eye contact between
Yeah.
your partner and the venue
And
coordinator.
if you're a couple and you've been to a wedding and you've seen some drama, it
Oh,
hasn't
yeah,
got to
let
be
us
just
know.
from wedding suppliers. So yeah, let us know.
Yeah, we'd love to hear it. Well, thank you so much, Cara,
Thank
for
you,
coming on.
Cara.
Thank you for finishing season 4 with
Yeah.
us. It's been great to have you.
been
And come
great.
back soon. Come back soon when you've had your... Who's it with the sax? You've got the wedding with the sax soon.
Yes.
Is that right? Come back soon
Yeah.
when you've done the sax wedding.
I
You
wish
can
I could
fill us in.
remember the name of this.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. It's a long time to go. It's full on wedding season. We'll
Yeah.
forgive you. But come back on when you've had the sax wedding. You can tell us all about it.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
All right. See you later.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.